The Hyundai Ioniq 6, I think it's quite a good car, but it's been a complete sales flop for Hyundai. And many people, instead of buying one of these, have bought something. Basically, here in Australia, most people buy a BYD Seal or a Tesla Model 3 if they buy an electric sedan. Most people haven't bought these Hyundai Ioniq 5s, these Hyundai Ioniq 6s, I should say, because I think they look a bit polarizing. Hyundai, though, have revealed an updated, changed, different version of the Ioniq 6. It's while some people are saying it looks amazing, it's going to be a huge success. I'm not so sure, but here are the details. Let me know what you think. Hello, my friends. Great to have you with us. I'm Sam Evans. Let's get right into this. Hyundai's new Ioniq 6. First of all, this is a very aerodynamic car. It gets a lot of range for the size of battery. It's a very, very efficient car. So the technology in this car, I think it's quite good. Obviously, it has 350 kilowatt theoretical charging. I say theoretical because you can't usually get to that. But anyway, it still has very good 800 volt architecture and has really good range. The top longer range version of this vehicle has well over 600 kilometers of range, and it's got a pretty small battery. It's only a 74 kilowatt hour battery, so very good efficiency. Anyhow, what's different? Well, first of all, Hyundai said they are making an Ioniq 6N. So that could be good. That could be a nice car. Will be expensive, of course. One of the interesting things of the previous model was the headlights. Now, I personally like the headlights. Some people didn't. Hyundai have changed them. And yeah, I actually prefer the old headlights. But many people are saying that they like these new headlights. They look better. Hyundai have replaced those old triangular looking headlights with LED daytime running lights and separate headlamps positioned lower in the bumper. It does look quite different now. In fact, it looks quite different on the front and on the back. If you want something more aggressive, you can get the Ioniq 6 N-Line. And I think the N-Line makes the car look a bit uglier. I prefer the non-N-Line version. Anyhow, the new Ioniq 6 retains the LED light bar of the outgoing model, but now includes a large ducktail lip spoiler. It's also ditched the odd second spoiler that was positioned at the base of the rear window. It looks way better. The rear of this car is definitely better because it doesn't have two spoilers. I always said, you know what? A spoiler spoils the look of your car. My first car that I ever owned, it had a spoiler and I removed it. It had those holes from where the screws went. I taped over the holes with some paint, with some tape that was the same color as the body because I hate spoilers. Having two spoilers for me made it look even worse. One spoiler, it's not too bad. Anyhow, Ioniq 6 has evolved from a single electrified streamliner into a lineup, each model expressing its own character while staying true to one refined vision. The head of Hyundai Design Center, Simon Losby, said, "Under the evolved design concept of pure flow refined, we've enhanced every line and detail to make Ioniq 6 simpler and more progressive." I absolutely hate this marketing speak. I think it's ridiculous. I think, what is this meant to mean? Under the evolved design concept of pure flow refined. No one gives any shits about any of that. I mean, literally, that is just ridiculous. It kind of makes what is a really good car sound like nonsense. So, Simon, mate, just stop the crap. Just say, hey guys, we've updated this new car. I think it looks heaps better than the old version. It's got a great architecture. It gets a lot of range. And we think you should buy one because of this, and this reason. Give people some compelling reasons. All this marketing nonsense is just gibberish. Anyway, it's got a few little changes in the cabin. There's a different 3-spoke steering wheel. The window switches have been repositioned. There's new USB ports. Not a lot of other details have been revealed, unfortunately. But the Ioniq 6N for me is probably the really exciting car because it's going to be faster than the Ioniq 5N. The Hyundai Ioniq 5N is already a really fast and very, very good performance car. It's legit. It's freaking awesome, actually. Now, this is going to be much better. And the reason, well, lower center of gravity, smaller car, lighter weight, it's gonna smoke the Hyundai Ioniq 5N. And it should have the same battery pack as the new Hyundai Ioniq 5. So it should get an 84 kilowatt hour battery. So that would mean it will get more range than the existing Hyundai Ioniq 5N. More range, better power to weight using the same motors. Speaking of the same motors, the Ioniq 5N has 641 horsepower and a synthetic exhaust. So fake exhaust. It's also got a fake 8-speed dual clutch. By the way, The 8-speed dual clutch transmission, people were saying how cool it was, and then they realized it makes the car slower. So yeah, there's that. It's not really good, I don't think, anyway. But great car. So what does this mean? Well, no battery pack changes as far as we know. It looks like the batteries will be the same, but still there's pretty good range, right? You're still going to get over 600 kilometers of range. I don't think you need more range than that. The design was probably the most polarizing thing about this car. But in person, when you see one of these cars, they look better than in the pictures. It's one of those cars where you got to see it in person. You see it in person, you think, well, this actually looks pretty cool. I think in person, this thing's going to look extremely expensive and luxurious. It's still a bit polarizing in the images, but in person, I think it'll look great. But for me, the exciting thing is here, the new Ioniq 6N. That said, I mean, 650 horsepower, that's a lot of power, but that's less than half the power, less than half of what the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra has. China is going ballistic with some of the power numbers we're seeing from cars. Now, I mean, I personally drove the Zeekr 001 FR, which has 1,300 horsepower. That was mind-blowingly scary and fast, although it does have massive carbon ceramic brakes. It's a really mean machine. Maybe 650 horsepower is all you really need, though. Guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Is this the future of the EV charging industry? Is this what we're going to be doing in a few years' time? Are gas stations going to actually look like this? You know what? I really think they are. I think that this is just kind of fun, kind of cool. Imagine pulling into a gas station and it looks like this. There's no gas cars, no gasoline in sight, no petrol, no diesel fumes. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm at a friend's house here in Pismo Beach, and he's kindly offered to have us. Shani wanted to come to Disney, and the boys were obviously very happy to do that as well, and Universal Studios, and to come and see America. That's been one of her bucket list things. And after getting some pretty average, well, very disappointing scans related to the cancer, we thought, well, now's the time to do it. She's not going to be back on chemo for. We had a 2-week break, so we had just these 2 weeks. So it was a quick, real quick trip. Fortunately, somebody, a really great, fantastic friend here in America he's actually upgraded our flights here to America to business class, which was great for her. She didn't have to sit down, and obviously the tumor there, that's problematic for her. So that's problematic for her. So that made a huge difference. Now, these charging stations, guys, they look, in my opinion, like they could be the future. Now, these are being built by 7 different automakers who have combined together, who say they will build 30,000 charging stations like this in America within the next 5 years.